Hello everyone and welcome to our PPTS podcast. I'm Aspesha Ramteke, Vice President of AGs and first year CSE AI student. Today we're joined by our advisor and a fourth year senior, Miss Anushka Chatterjee ma'am, to talk about her journey, experiences and insights. So let's get started.
Hello everyone, I am Anushka Chatterjee. I am currently pursuing BTech Honours from CSVTU Bhilai. My coursework is Computer Science Engineering and specialization is Data Science. I joined as a Vice President of PR and Outreach when Programmers Paradise was just a coding club. It's very cool to see that it has transitioned into such a beautiful community of technical society, and I act as a advisor to the core team.
And ma'am, why did you decide to pursue CSE as a field of study?
I have always been interested in computers and softwares. When I was a kid, I used to spend a lot of time playing video games and exploring the file organization system in my family desktop. Later, I took computer science as a optional subject in 12th, and I studied Python, which really helped me to decide that I wanted to be a computer science engineer. And at that time, when I was finishing my school, at that time, AI and data science platforms were booming, and it is still booming. So it only made sense that I take computer science, and when I'm getting the opportunity to get such a good specialization, which is data science. So I took this college.
And ma'am, as we know, we are the first sem students. At before you were when you first joined the college, what were your expectations, and how in reality how did it like? What was the outcome you got after joining the college?
Yeah, so before joining the college, my expectations were quite high because I have seen the syllabus and it was very good actually. The curriculum is pretty well structured, like computational biology and subjects around ML, AI. Those were very lucrative. But my expectations were high, and I was looking forward for like seniors to help. But since I was the second batch of our university teaching department, we did not get to interact with many seniors and many faculty at that time. But but my seniors, the ones who I got in touch with, helped me very much with like boosting my confidence around communication skills, then telling me about freelancing stuff. Those were really good guidance from them. So that's how the first year went for me.
And ma'am, what were some challenges you faced during your college life and how did you overcome them?
Yeah, the first problem I identified was there was very lack of club, and like there was no competitive coding club back then. And at that time, I was really interested in hacker rank, lead code type of problems. I was solving them, so I needed some guidance regarding that, but that was very hard for me to get in college because since I was also the second batch, so it is very hard for everyone actually when you are the first and second batch, and I get that for my seniors as well. But yeah, internet was my best friend at that point of time because forums like there were different forums which could get you help with competitive coding, then AIML stuff. So yeah, that's how I overcome that point, like that point. And YouTube tutorials were very helpful as well.
And ma'am, you had an opportunity like to work with the organization. As I gone through your LinkedIn profile, so I saw that you have done your summer internship in SECL, South and Eastern Coalfields, and your 6 month internship you have done from ISER Thiruvananthapuram. So
Yeah.
please share your overall experience during all your internship you have done.
So my first internship was at SECL, Bilaspur headquarters. I joined it during my vocational training period, which was for 1 month only. So I was looking for opportunities which I can get um, on-site experience because I searched for few online things as well, but I joined this because I was able to gain a very uh, um, like I was able to gain much information from joining an offline internship. So I applied through the um, HR department of SCCL and I joined. And then I was assigned a mentor. So mostly what happens is they assign you mentors and you have to work under them. My mentor was a very good teacher. He taught me like to um, how to build stuff around ML. So basically in SECL, there isn't much AIML stuff, but it is more like computer systems. But my mentor helped me guide through ML so that my internship period could focus on my overall curriculum. So I built predictive maintenance system. So basically, what it did was it predicted maintenance before the actual fault occurs in a system. So it could so the system does not stop and it could just keep working on. That's what my project was at SECL. And for my 6 month internship, I joined ISA Trivandrum, which was again a very good experience because it was also on-site internship. I got in touch with ISRO scientists as well because that was my project. So it was a ISRO funded project. And yeah, it was also a very good experience. I built around computer vision projects like um, segmenting surface of landscape. And especially it was, for me, it was Mars landscape. So yeah.
And ma'am, can you like briefly explain the like I saw that you did research on deep neural networks in the space platform. So can you brief us, like shortly brief about what it is and how it works?
Um, Actually, at ISA, I worked on the ISRO funded project, which was focused on Mars surface segmentation. My work involved designing and implementing deep learning models for segmenting surface images, uh, so that which would help the scientists to analyze before launching their rovers to the geological surface of Mars. Throughout the project, I regularly interacted with researchers associated at ISRO and also my mentor at ISA Trivandrum. One of the biggest challenges initially was understanding the model architecture because in computer vision, you need to really go through the architecture part of it. And my base model was UNIT. So it is mostly used in biomedical segmentation, but I thought of using it in planetary based segmentation area. And then I integrated a module called CBAM. So basically, it applies attention to the salient features of the surface. And then I had to also make that software lightweight so that it can integrate with various hardware. And that's how it helped me a lot of learning. And it also taught me that to clear my basic, like clearing your basic understanding about neural network and ANN, CNN is very important and crucial to start working on a computer vision project.
And ma'am, you have also written some research papers. Can you tell us about?
Yeah, so I have submitted two research papers at like through my guide at ISA Trivandrum. In one paper, I was the first author, and in another, I was the second author. So, what helped me write those research paper was firstly reading research paper of other scientists, and um, to know what your software is really about, like the whole architecture part of it, the mathematics revolving around it, and if there is a valid application involving it exist or not. So yeah, those were the two research papers I wrote. So the first one was about the unit CBAM and lightweight thing, and the second was about the application side of it. So and we checked around a patch of Mars surface area which was already present on the NASA ODE website, and we saw that our understanding, like our model, is 90% accurate with that of the human labeled surface. So it was quite a very good result for us, and that's why we thought of submitting our research paper at IEEE journal, and we are waiting for the review for it. And also in our college, professors always encourage you to read research papers, and in the final year, you will be um, like you will be given space to write your own conference papers as well. So yeah, every student I think should do it. Whoever is interested in research, internship, and research areas, and academia in general.
I'm currently as a major project of final year. What you're working on? Can you please like give a brief about it?
I am actually working on multi-agent reinforcement learning systems. And basically, what I'm doing is trying to implement the machine unlearning thing, machine unlearning algorithm into it. Not many people are working on it right now, so I took this as my final year project. And I'm also looking forward to publishing conference paper around this. We have got some great results, like a, a good deviation from the baseline model which we were using was MAD PG, which was developed by OpenAI. So they were working on the multi-agent reinforcement learning system like 4 years back, and we have added selective learning and selective unlearning thing on the actor and critique side. So yeah, we are looking forward to a conference paper as well for that.
Ma'am, what skills should students in computer science field focus on in today's age?
I think there are many technical skills a student can learn, but I want to highlight the creative part in problem solving. So, technical skills you can search in YouTube and they can guide you very well for it. But you need to know about how to creatively solve a solution for a given problem or even your own problems. Like whatever you are facing right now in life and you need a solution for it, you should be able to make the solution for it. Because in today's era, we have a lot of vibe coding and automated platforms which can help us build pipelines revolving around coding. So I think what is better right now is the creative side of it, like Blender. Then we have touch designer. So, and integrating computer vision or reinforcement learning into such dimensions or softwares would help a lot. So, and you have 4 years in BTech, so you can very well experiment with a lot of stuff. And so I would say creativity and experiments are the only thing that freshers should try and do.
Out of curiosity, I want to ask that what's your take on AI? Like as a student, you are in the final year of your third course. So what's your take on the AI? Like where it is going and
I feel I am very optimistic about the use of AI. My specialization is in data science, but I'm much more interested in machine learning and computer vision, that type of stuff. I am also doing reinforcement learning project right now in my final year. And I think I'm very optimistic about it. Like, it's very interesting to see so many creative feel. Like, you can see in YouTube shorts and everything, like people are doing so much of creativity right now in the world. So I
Yes, ma'am.
think that's pretty cool side of it. So like anyone can be an artist, but not everyone is trying to be one. So we can fill the gap there. And yeah, not every job can be taken by AI. So that gap is always there.
And ma'am, what advice would you give to your juniors who are looking for their internships, like who want
Uh,
to do internships in the future?
I think to not wait for opportunities or holidays to start internships. That would be the main advice. And like to keep working on your skills, but just don't wait for your skills to fully achieve a 5-star level. What you should do is just keep working on it and side by side also apply for internships. They teach you a lot during your internships. Like they teach you around 6 months of coursework during a single internship, which is a very good deal. Even if you are doing some unpaid internships in your first year or second year, it wouldn't matter much in later phases. But yeah, that's what it's like to just start. And even if you are doing like freelance projects, those skills also add up in your resumes a lot. So yeah, that's how just start doing internships and just start applying everywhere. And when you build your first resume, it really shows how many gaps are there in your academic life and how many less projects you have made and like resume showable projects. So yeah, just build, start building from the first year itself.
And ma'am, what advices would you give to our juniors who want to start contributing in the tech communities like PPTS?
The best way to contribute to a tech community is to simply by starting to participate actively and to attend events which we organize on a regular basis. Then we have hackathons and discussions to join. And we also provide a community which can help you grow a lot. So you can message anyone in that community and join group discussions as well. And over time, these discussions would help you gain insights over the new technologies which are being introduced. And uh, that's how it will make your experience more rewarding.
And ma'am, some people say like your junior and my colleagues also say, does college matter? Like does it really matter? Like after seeing your achievements and your academics, I want to ask that does college really matter?
Um, it's a very gray line for me as like it mattered for a few aspects of my college life and it didn't matter for a few aspects. Like you can see the curriculum stays the same throughout every college in India. Like whatever your curriculum is, someone in IIT or triple IT is studying the same, or in any private college is studying the same. What really matters is the community you build around in your college, the alumni network you get. So, like in new colleges, the alumni network is pretty small, so you can't get referrals quite easily. So that's a very big deal as well. So yeah, it matters and it doesn't matter. But see, like any college you join, you should give your best because you have joined it ultimately, and it's what is going with you forward. It will be always staying with you throughout your life and throughout your job career as well. So give your best in college, and that's the only thing we can do.
So that's it, ma'am. Thank you for your valuable time. This podcast was like it gave me such an insights to us and our juniors, and we hope all the best, ma'am. Thank you.
Thank you. All the best to you as well. Thank you.
That's all for today, guys. Signing off.